the beginning, my idea for this design was to have this be a photographic picture frame, not just this graphic one. And I think that would add some more life and texture to this design. Inside that picture frame, I do want to keep this blank canvas texture that I have going there. Okay, to do this, I'm going to be working in Photoshop and then bring it back into InDesign. The first place I'm going to start is Google Images. Now, if I had a picture of a picture frame, I'd probably use that, but since I don't, I'm going to find one on Google Images, and I'm going to filter this for large pictures. Okay, and I guess in an ideal world, maybe I'd search for a white one, but I'm not afraid of recoloring it. I quite like this, so I'm going to copy this picture. It also looks like it's pretty large, and I'm going to copy this into Photoshop. I already have my 6x9 document, so I'm just going to paste it in. So that's Command or Control V to paste. And now I need to rotate it. So I'm going to go to Properties and type in 90 degrees. I hit Enter, and now it is rotated. There's still plenty of room to resize it, so I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform. The shortcut for this is Command or Control T. And now I'm just going to resize it. Unlike the other programs in the other Adobe programs, in Photoshop, you actually don't want to hold down Shift because that's going to warp the proportions. In InDesign and Illustrator, you need to hold down Shift to constrain the proportions, but in Photoshop, you actually do the opposite. Anyway, so we hit check, and now the picture is resized. Okay, so I want to get rid of this, the picture that's inside my frame. So how am I going to do that? There are a few ways. I'm going to try the easiest. Well, the way that I think is the easiest. First, I'm going to, what I'm really going to do now is instead of deleting it, I'm going to mask it away. And that means that I'm going to hide it. So I'm going to make a big selection over here. Let's see. No, there it is. So we only see the marching ants on the bottom because the other ants are off the artboard. And now I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to subtract away the inside. There are other ways that we could have done this. We could have also selected just the inside and then inverted the selection, but this seemed the easiest. Okay, and now I want to create my mask. So to create the mask, I'm going to go to this mask icon and hit it, and now this picture is hidden. Okay, to get my texture, my canvas texture, I'm going to go Canvas, Texture, and I'm just going to look for the one that I already have. Although I guess it's not really important. Go to Tools, Search Large. Now I'm just going to try finding the right one. Really what I want in a canvas texture is no watermarks and something that's kind of subtle. This is good. I actually really did like the one that I already have though more than this. Let's see if I can find it. I think that I found it last time, not by hitting images, I'm just going back, but by finding it. I think it was this one right here. Nope, that was wrong. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Ultimately, I can also just go to InDesign and copy this and paste it right in. That's my other solution here. Now I can hit the check mark. Okay, now this is layered wrong. I want this texture to be underneath my picture frame. So I'm just going to drag it. Great, and now we have the perfect frame and texture behind it, like just a plain canvas. Now I do have an issue here in that this is the wrong color. So I'm going to add an adjustment layer to this to change the color. Adjustment layer. Let's just start with it being black and white, and I can change the color afterwards. I can change how the grays are showing up. I can just also see what it looks like when I hit the actual things that they, like these different options that they give you. I think I liked this one, the high contrast blue filter. Okay, now I'm just going to save this. So that's going to be File, Save As, and I'm going to call this Landscape Picture. Save. Okay. Now if I go to InDesign, I'm going to make another layer, and that's just to make things more organized for myself. You don't need to make another layer. I'm going to hide this graphic. Not that. I want to hide this shape. Now I'm going to put my Photoshop file in. So let's hit Command D, or you can go to File and hit Place. We can put the graphic in and see how it looks. Okay, so here's a problem already, is my white background is on, and that's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is go back to Photoshop, go to Layers, and turn the white background off. Now when I hit Save, I can go to InDesign and update this link. Okay, here's a problem that I didn't realize that was there before, but it's not a hard one to fix. This picture has a white background on it. To fix this, I just need to go to Photoshop and get rid of that background. So I'm going to, this time I am going to try using Object Select, and I'm going to use it on here. Let's see if it selects my picture, and okay, that's not bad. Now I can fix this by hitting Option. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this top stuff. Okay, and I want to paint all of that stuff black. So now I am going to invert the selection. There we go. And now I can just paint all of this stuff black. And then if I have my mask selected, it should go away. And we can see that it's gone. Now if we hit Command D to deselect, and we hit Save, so that was Command S, and I go to InDesign to check, we can see how effective we were. Still not great. Oh, that's not the problem. It worked. It's just that my gray background didn't go all the way to the top. And that's my fault. Because originally it didn't need to go all the way to the top. Okay. And there you have it.